Cliff Olson, and I am here again at AAA 2019 in Columbus, Ohio. I'm from the Nuheara booth right now. Again, this is our second run of this. I've spent a lot of time with you guys here the last couple days, but
we love it.
I'm here with Alan and I'm here with Phil, and we're going to go over some of the new things that they have coming through their company. Guys, thanks for taking a few minutes again here to spend some time with me.
Thanks, Dr. Cliff.
Very good. So you guys have developed a lot since I first talked with you AAA last year. So give me a rundown. What's going on with all this stuff behind us?
Yeah, so what you see here is what we call IQ Connect, and it's essentially being able to take the customer on a journey. But what we wanted to be able to do was screen out those people who have more profound hearing loss at the very outset, because they actually need hearing aids. They don't need our buds. Our buds are designed to support people with mild to moderate hearing loss. So we want to capture those people at the point of sale, be it online or be it offline. And then those that do fit into our category, then we want to help them on their journey of hearing. And we know that once you have some level of hearing loss, that hearing loss will continue to decline over time. So we're actually going to do push notifications to the individual customer's phone, so they ask them to redo the hearing test, the ear ID test. And then once they've done that, we can monitor their progress over the years, and when they get to the point or the threshold, if you like, as to when they're in a more profound hearing loss, we can then recommend that they go and search for a hearing
So
aid.
essentially, if you have someone who's, not really sure what kind of treatment they need, if they're even ready for treatment at that point, they just feel like they need a little bit of a boost, they can use a Nuheara product and then essentially have that aspect of it being tracked for them and kind of getting them pointed in the right direction for that.
Yeah, absolutely right. So all the evidence points to people need to start taking care of their health 7 to 10 years before they need a hearing aid. That's our sweet spot.
Right.
So that our average age of customer is about 54. The average age of a hearing aid customer is about 72. So you've got this gap in time where people aren't doing anything about their hearing. They don't want a hearing aid. We give them that solution.
Very good. So that seems like that's like the first step in all this journey, is really to kind of check that out. Now, is that something that you have to have one of your products already to actually go through and do the testing with?
No, not at all. So if you present on our website or you present to one of our partners, you do the test before you make the purchase. We just want to make sure that that you've got the right product for yourself, and that you actually don't need something else. Because from our database, we know that a significant proportion of people actually need a hearing aid. Now, not every one of those people want to go and buy a hearing aid, but a certain percentage will.
Right. And so what kind of numbers have you seen of these individuals who are you're able to identify and to get pointed in that other direction if this isn't the thing that they fall into the category of?
Around about 20% of our in total installed base.
And so these might be individuals who really are unaware that that would be the alternative treatment option.
Correct.
Very good.
But what we've also learned is that we did some surveys across our entire Boost customer base. And we imagine that maybe 10 to 15% of them, A, recognised they had some level of hearing loss, and B, went and did something about it. What we discovered was that 72% of our entire Boost customer base, A, know they've got some sort of issue and have gone and done a hearing test. That speaks volumes as to
absolutely
how good our product is.
It's an awareness creation tool as well. That's terrific. That's
absolutely.
Terrific. So what else have you guys been cooking up in the lab? I see this IQ Store thing going on behind you. What is that?
Yeah, IQ Store is a new software tool that's built into our app. It allows users, after they've bought the device, to turn on different features, things like masking sounds for tinnitus, and other features too, like being able to transport sounds from one side of the ear to the other.
That's incredible. So if you're not aware, or if you are someone who has a single-sided hearing loss or single-sided deafness, you can actually take sound from that bad side, send it over to your better ear, and be able to hear someone who's on that bad side of you. And so it's wonderful. I mean, on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I've noticed a lot of questions regarding that, like, can I use your products for that aspect of treatment? Up until now, that's been a no, but it seems like that's something that they're now going to be able to do with that.
Yeah, that's coming out later this year. And the reason why we build it in a store, not everyone needs these type of features or would like to use them. So it's a self-select, and on an as-use basis, so people can turn on and off if they want them.
Very good, very good. That's an amazing tool. You've been cooking away in a lab
Yeah,
for all
we
this
have,
stuff,
yeah.
right? So very good. So let's get to some of the other like the hardware aspects, right? So I'm very familiar with the IQ Buds Boost, a terrific second generation product from you guys from the original IQ Buds, but you're actually starting to graduate into some other technology as well. I think later this year, 2019, you're going to have the IQ Buds Max. Tell us what you've done differently with the IQ Buds Max.
Yeah, IQ Buds Max is our whole new platform. It's been completely developed from the ground up to really focus on being a hearing bud product. It's got a whole new anthropometric fit, so it fits in the ear much nicer.
Yeah, I know that it does have a different look to it than this particular product over here. And so you guys probably have done some research figuring out what really would
absolutely.
offer the better fit, right?
Yeah. We, yep, that's right.
Very good.
And we also built in there a lot more processing power as well. There's an extra microphone to process sounds inside the ear canal, and it's got inclusion reduction. It's a much less occluding product than our first generation.
Very good. I know that was one of the knocks I kind of had on the older generation of your products, but it seems you guys have identified that and are taking steps to kind of remediate that.
That's right.
Which is terrific. I think the charger is actually, in my opinion, a lot better on this too. I mean, these products just kind of slide right in there with the Max, and with the Boost, you know, I noticed that sometimes I would close up my case and it might whistle a little bit. You gotta make sure you get it right on, but again, you guys are definitely kind of leading the way and paying attention to what things you need to make adjustments to.
We made
and you guys are doing a good job with that, in my opinion. So, but let's talk about the thing that we got here in the middle of the table. The number one thing I hear from a lot of spouses is that their husband or wife listens to the TV super loud, but you guys have actually come up with a solution for that.
Yeah, and we hear exactly the same thing from our customers. We need a solution for the TV because I'm tired of having my husband with the volume through the roof and we can't have a conversation. So Alan and his team came up with our TV streamer, which is just a brilliant bit of kit, plugged straight into the television using either the optical or analog connections.
Right.
The pairing is really simple. It's a Bluetooth device, very low latency, so there's no perception of sync, but it's simply tap and pair.
Right. So
it couldn't be simpler.
And so we're talking, we can do this with the IQ Buds Boost.
Oh yeah.
Right? So we take that second generation product, we actually set it on there, it pairs with it, and it's ready to go.
You actually use the phone. So it's as simple as with the app, you just tap and away you go.
Boy, geez, if we didn't have phones, I don't know what we'd do, right? So you take the phone, you put the phone on there, that pairs it up, and it's ready to go.
Yeah, and it's simple as a tap. You don't even need to leave it on there.
No kidding.
It's really simple to use.
Wow, that's very cool. And then obviously same thing with this. If you have, so for my knowledge, is it the same app or is it going to be a different app coming out with this?
It's top secret.
Oh, okay. Touching on some sensitive stuff. I know you guys, like I said before, you guys have some engineers tucked away in a lab, and they don't let anything in or out.
No windows.
No windows, right? They come out, they're as pale as I am.
Exactly.
They haven't seen the sun in months, right? So, very good. So, you guys have done a terrific job as a company. I think you're making leaps and bounds progress with inside the hearable market, which, like you mentioned, is a good chunk of individuals who aren't really sure if they need some kind of help, and this kind of fills that gap that we don't really have up until your product, in my opinion. So,
well, research is telling us that the vast majority of people in the sort of 35 to 55, they're not ready for a hearing aid. And some of them even have more profound loss and they still don't want a hearing aid. But they want a solution of some description, and we believe we've got that.
Right. Well, I think you guys done a great job. So head back to Australia after this conference. Lock yourself back away for another several months until I probably see you guys again at another conference. But thanks for spending time with me again here today, guys. I hope to see you guys again soon. All right. All right, guys. That is it for this interview. If you want to check out more information on Nuheara, please feel free to check out hearingtracker.com, the Hearing Tracker Facebook page, and of course my YouTube channel, Dr. Cliff AUD.